Hi guys, it's Nørgaard. So today I'm back with my third and final installment in my series, my decluttering series. So first of all, I'm just going to apologize for the noise. They are still building right next to my apartment, so that's the noise you can hear. And it's annoying and it goes on all freaking day. And there's nothing I can do about it. So I really hope you guys can ignore it. Also, I just wanted to mention that I kind of had a hard time setting up my lights and my camera for this last decluttering video because my last drawer, the one right here where I have all my eye makeup, it's positioned in the corner of my beauty room. And it's also it's bigger than my other two, so I was having a bit of trouble figuring out how I wanted to set up my camera. So I hope you guys can see, and yeah, let's get right into it. And of course I will link part 1 and 2 in the down bar if you haven't seen the first 2 episodes, so to speak, of this series. So here in the first compartment of my Alex drawer, which contains all my eye makeup, I have all my mascaras and all my eyebrow products. So I have some clear mascaras that I am going to keep. I love clear mascaras. Then I have some colored brow mascaras. And as you can see, I have quite a lot of these and I really like all of these, so I'm going to keep all of them. Then I have some pencils. And I also really like all of these pencils, so I'm going to keep all of these. I have this brow wax by e.l.f. I really like this one. Then I have some brow pomades by Essence, Anastasia and e.l.f. I also really like all of these. I have some more brow products over here, some brow crayons by Maybelline, really like these. Also like this brow cream by Primark. I also have this one by NYX that I also really like. I have my e.l.f. eyebrow kit that I like and my Gerard brow bar that I also really like. So now let's go ahead and look at all my mascaras. I have this one by Biokura that I really like. I have this one by Hard Candy. I think I'm going to get rid of this one because I don't really like it that much and it's kind of old. I have this one by Primark. I haven't really used this much, so I'm going to try it out some more. I have my Estee Lauder little black primer that I'm going to keep. I have this wonderful mascara by Rimmel that I'm going to keep. I don't necessarily love this, but it's pretty new, so I want to get some more use out of it. Then I have the Amplified by Primark, really love this. I have the Absolute Lashes by Technique. This is old, I need to get rid of this. It's a pretty decent mascara though. Oh, and that was not by Technique, by the way, that was by W7. This one, however, is by Technique. This one I don't like, it has little fibers, and I get the fibers in my eyes. Yeah. I'm going to get rid of this one. I have this mascara by Gosh. This is actually a really good mascara, but it's old, so I need to get rid of it. I have this mascara by e.l.f. I don't like this. I'm going to get rid of it. Then I have this one by CoverGirl. Really like this one, but it's old, so again I'm going to get rid of it. I have this one by Natural Collection. I don't think I have ever actually used this, so I'm going to keep this one and try it out. I have the Too Faced Better Than Sex. This is really good, but it's old and I have used it a lot, so I'm going to get rid of this one. I have this mascara by W7. This is a decent mascara, but it's old, so I'm going to get rid of this one. I have my Dior Show mascara that I really like. I have my e.l.f. waterproof mascara top coat that of course I'm going to keep. I have the L'Oreal Voluminous that I also really like. I'm going to keep this one. I have the Maybelline Great Lash. This is a decent mascara. It's not the best I've ever used, but I haven't used it that much, so I'm going to get some more use out of this. I have the Rimmel Lash Accelerator Endless. Love this stuff. Then I have this 2-step system by Wet n Wild. This is so good. I'm going to keep this. Then I recently purchased this Essence I Love Extreme mascara. So far it's okay. Going to try it out some more. I have this top coat by W7. It's a waterproof mascara top coat. I've never tried it, so I'll have to try it. Then I have this Physicians Formula mascara. Haven't really used this, so I'm going to keep it and try it out some more. Then I have this e.l.f. mascara. I don't like this, it's going out. Then I have this MAC mascara. I actually really like this, but I have used it a lot, so I don't think there's a lot left, and it's also kind of old, so I'm getting rid of it. I have this hard candy brown mascara that I'm going to keep. I have an e.l.f. mascara primer that I'm going to keep, really like this. I have two other colored mascaras by Hard Candy that I'm also going to keep. And finally I have this L'Oreal Telescopic Explosion mascara. This is pretty good, but it's kind of old, so I'm going to get rid of it. So I am going to put black mascaras over here, and then I'm going to put my colorful mascaras over here and my top coats and primers. So that is it for the first compartment. Okay, so next up I have all my eyeliners, all my glitters, and all my glitter primers and adhesives and glitter eyeliners. So actually I really love all these glitters, and I already know I'm not going to get rid of any of them. And I have tried to lay them out so I can see the colors, so I know which colors I'm grabbing. So this whole section is just going to stay as it is. Then over here where I have my glitter liners and primers and such things, we can look through that. So I have some lit glitter adhesive. Then I have three eyeliners by e.l.f. that I'm going to keep. I also have one by W7 that I'm going to keep. And finally I have my e.l.f. glitter primer that I'm going to keep. So now let's do all these eyeliners. So this one by Essence I'm keeping this one by Rimmel, keeping this one by NYX, keeping this one by Physicians Formula, this one by Urban Decay, this one by, what is the brand? Black Radiance. I'm keeping this one by Rimmel, this one by e.l.f., these two by MAC. I'm keeping this one by L'Oreal, keeping these two by Primark. Going to get rid of this little thing by e.l.f. Also going to get rid of this one by Sephora. I have two of these black ones by Primark. I'm going to get rid of one of them. They're not the greatest eyeliners ever, but it is, you know, an okay eyeliner, so I am going to keep it, but only one of them. Going to keep this one by Estee Lauder, this one by NYX, this one by MAC, this one by Urban Decay, this one by Natural Collection. Not going to keep this one by e.l.f. Then I have a bunch of other e.l.f. eyeliners. Just because they are colorful, I'm going to keep them because I sometimes need colorful eyeliners. But these aren't the greatest eyeliners on the planet. Going to keep this one by Jordana and also this one by Maybelline. Going to get rid of this one by Wet n Wild. Going to keep this one by Primark. Also going to keep this one by W7. I actually really enjoy this one. I'm going to keep this one by e.l.f. Also this one by Essence. This one by Natural Collection. This one by Jordana. Also going to keep these two by Jordana. Going to get rid of this one by Gosh, just because it's kind of old. And I'm going to keep these ones by Wet n Wild, and also these ones by Jordana, and also this one by Technique. So moving on to my liquid and cream eyeliners over here. Going to keep this one by Rimmel, also this one by Makeup Gallery. I'm going to keep this Kajal Kohl by Technique. Going to keep this one by Natural Collection. Also going to keep this waterproof one by Wet n Wild. Going to keep this one by e.l.f. Also going to keep this one by e.l.f. Going to keep this one by Maybelline. Going to keep these two by NYX. Going to keep this one by e.l.f. And going to keep this one by Rimmel. For these cream eyeliners, I'm going to get rid of these. This one is a brown one, the other two are black. And I'm going to get rid of these ones just because they are too dry for me to bother using. And finally I have my Colourpop Crybaby cream eyeliner. Absolutely love this. I'm going to keep it. Also Colourpop discontinued all their cream eyeliners, which I just don't understand. Now they only have like the pencil eyeliners. Okay, so the way I have tried to organize my eyeliners is that I have blacks over here, just pure black eyeliners. Then I have whites, and then I have nudes, and then in the back here I have my colorful eyeliner pencils. Then over here I have dark neutrals like dark brown and black with shimmers and dark purple. And then over here I have my liquid and cream eyeliners. Okay, so in here I have all my eyeshadow primers and my cream bases. And over here I have all my single eyeshadows, duos, and pigments. Oh, and by the way, I took this one out from my eyeliner drawer, and I'm going to place it in here. So, just like that. So I have this e.l.f. jumbo eyeshadow stick that I'm going to keep. I have my Too Faced primer that I love. I also love the Urban Decay primer potion. I have these two by Essence that I also really love. I have this one by New York Color that I'm going to get rid of. It's just kind of patchy on my eyelids. I have this one by NYX that I'm going to keep. Also going to keep this one by Wet n Wild. Then I have 3 eyeshadow primers by e.l.f. These are really good, but they are kind of old, so I think I'm going to get rid of these. Then I had this primer stick that I'm going to keep. I have this Pro Primer by LA Girls. I really like this. Also really like this one by W7. Then I have this Benefit Eye Bright. I don't really love this, but it was expensive, so I'm going to keep it and use it. I have this one by LA Colors. This is pretty decent. I'm going to keep it. Then I have some NYX jumbo pencils. Going to keep all of these. Then I have these Scandalized eyeshadow sticks by Rimmel. Going to keep all of these. These are really, really, really good. I also have the Scandalized eyeshadow paints. Also by Rimmel, also going to keep all of these. I have this little one by Wet n Wild that I'm going to keep. Then I have these two cream eye shimmer palettes by Technique. I don't know, you guys. I think for now I'm going to keep them, but there's nothing special about them. Then I have my Paint Pot and my Sigma Eye Base. Really like both of these. Then I have all of these e.l.f. Duo eyeshadow creams that I'm going to keep. And then right in here in the back I have these two cream palettes. These are dupes for the Makeup Forever Flash palettes, and I'm going to keep these two. Then over here I have 2 Maybelline color tattoos that I'm going to keep. And I also have 2 e.l.f. smudge pots that I'm going to keep. And I have 3 pigments by MAC. I absolutely love these and I'm going to keep them. I have this eyeshadow by Milani. I don't know about this. Well, I guess it's kind of pretty. I think I'm going to keep it for now. You guys, I literally just wiped that swatch off in my shirt. I have this Rimmel eyeshadow that I'm going to keep. Then over here I have some L'Oreal infallible eyeshadows. Really like these. I also have a ColourPop eyeshadow. I actually just ordered another one, the one called Coconut. I have never even used this. That is too bad. It's a gorgeous color. Then I have 2 eyeshadows by MAC that I'm going to keep. I have this one by number 7. I think I'm going to keep this one. Then I have 3 eyeshadows by e.l.f. that I'm going to keep. And I also have 3 eyeshadows by Rimmel that I'm going to keep. And I also have 3 eyeshadows by Wet n Wild that I'm going to keep. Then I have a couple eyeshadows by Primark. Also going to keep these. Then I have a bunch of e.l.f. eyeshadow duos. Also going to keep these, really like them. I recently did a tutorial using this one. Then I have 3 eyeshadows by Natural Collection. These are actually really good and I'm going to keep them. And finally I have this eyeshadow duo by Biokura Beauty. This is actually also really good, so I'm going to keep that as well. This is fucking hard. Oh my god. Okay, so I think this is how I'm going to position my things. Okay, so now we are moving on to the parts where it gets kinda messy. So in here I have a bunch of miscellaneous palettes. So they're just kind of all here, just kind of wherever they fit. So I have some Naked 2 basics, love this. I have some Physicians Formula that I'm also going to keep. Then I have these ones by Maybelline that I'm going to keep. All of these palettes are by Essence and I'm going to keep all of them. Then over here I have 2 by W7 that I'm going to keep. Here I have 2 by Sleek that I'm going to keep. Then I have some by L'Oreal and 4 by e.l.f. that I'm all going to keep. Then over here I have a bunch of Catrice palettes. I'm going to keep all of them. I have my Tom Ford palette that I'm going to keep. And I have a Primark palette that I'm going to keep. And I have a bunch of Wet n Wild Fergie palettes. And I'm also going to keep these. And then in here I have some Maybelline, some more Maybelline, and some more Maybelline, going to keep. And I have this one by Makeup Academy, going to keep this. I have this lip gloss palette by Estee Lauder. To be honest, I never used this, but oh my god, it's so pretty. I probably should, so let me see if I can use this some more. Also, I have this little Gosh palette that I'm going to keep. I have my LA Colors little trio I did a tutorial with. Really like it. And then finally, I have another Gosh palette. What is this? Oh, this is the Matte Gosh palette. Going to keep that. And my final thing, oh, this one. The e.l.f. Eye Transformer, going to keep that. So I think I'm actually going to take this insert out so I can lay my palettes kind of how I want them. So this is how I'm going to have my palettes laid out for now. Okay, so up next we have even more eyeshadow palettes. So I might actually end up kind of mixing the palettes in here with the palettes that I just organized. But let's go through them first because I know there are some things in here that I want to get rid of. So first of all, I'm going to get rid of all these small Essence palettes. These are actually really good, but they don't make these anymore. They're really hard to get a hold of, and they came out with this new version. So I'm going to get rid of these old ones. So yeah, as I said, I have all the new ones that of course I'm going to keep. I also have this Essence Cinderella palette that I'm going to keep just because it's so cute. Then I have a bunch of Wet n Wild, and I'm going to keep all of this. I also have a bunch of W7, and I'm going to keep all of this as well. And then in the back here, you can hardly see, but in the back here I have all my little e.l.f. quads. And I'm actually just going to let these be because they just sit really nicely here in the back. Then out here at the side I have all my Technique palettes. So I have so many of these. All of these are by Technique. And I also have this large one right here. And let me make sure I get the ones in the far back, these ones. And actually I think I'm going to put this lip gloss compact somewhere else. I'm going to throw this over in my lip gloss drawer so that you know, I can be aware of it when I'm reaching for a lip gloss. But this is kind of how I decided to store my palettes. It's definitely not perfect, but for now I like the fact that they don't lay on top of each other, because then the things at the bottom I just completely forget about them. So when they are standing upright, it makes it easier for me to remember what I have. Okay, so in here I have all my big eyeshadow palettes. I have my Urban Decay palette that I'm going to keep, and I have a bunch of W7 palettes and I'm going to keep all of them. Also, I have some e.l.f. palettes that I'm going to keep. Oh my god, you guys, these e.l.f. glitter and natural eye books, they are so old. These are like from 2012. These palettes, especially this one, was my shit back in the summer of 2012. Like, look at that. You can see I've used it a lot. This actually always reminds me of my first boyfriend, because it was right around the time that I met him that I started using this palette. And actually it brings back a lot of good memories, actually. Yeah, I might just keep them just for that reason. So yeah, that's really weird that this eyeshadow palette reminds me so much of my ex-boyfriend Sean. And Sean, if you by any chance, any really weird chance, should be watching this, you will forever live on as an eyeshadow palette. Okay, so over here I have these Essence palettes. I have done tutorials with all of these. I'm going to keep them all. And I have my two Anastasia palettes. Love them so much. And right down here I have this big old eyeshadow palette by e.l.f. Going to get rid of this one. Yeah. Then I have my Urban Decay Naked Smoky. Also recently did a tutorial with that. I have another W7 palette that I'm going to keep, and also going to keep this the Balm palette that I also recently did a tutorial with. Then I have some more W7. I have some Sugar Pill, absolutely love this. And then I have some generic 88 palettes. So this is what this one looks like. It's actually really pretty. I need to use this some more. I also have this one that I want to try to use some more. And I have this one. This is also so pretty. Then I have my BH Cosmetics matte eyeshadow palette that I love. And I have this this one. This is also so pretty. And I have this one by Coastal Scents. Oh my god, this was my first ever eyeshadow palette. This is so fucking deadbeat. It's actually really pretty, but yeah, I think I'm going to get rid of this one because it's so old. But yeah, that was my first eyeshadow palette. And finally down here I have this W7 palette. And this one also just contains a bunch of neutrals. So actually storing my palettes upright like this leaves me with more space. So I'm going to keep my big eyeshadow palettes looking like this. So if you guys came to see some mess, mess is what you will get. So this is my drawer full of face palettes basically, and a few lip palettes also. And as you can see, everything is just kind of thrown in there. There is no order whatsoever. So I have these two contour palettes by Wet n Wild. I love these. I also have these two face palettes by Essence. These are still in the testing phase. Then I have a million of the e.l.f. palettes. So I have 6 of the e.l.f. palettes and I'm going to keep all 6. These are really, really good quality. This one, I don't even know what this is. Oh, this is my contour palette. Really like this one. Going to keep it. Then I have my Carly Bible palette that I'm of course going to keep. I also have some Too Faced that I'm going to keep. So all these things, going to keep those. I also have this blush by BH Cosmetics. This is actually really good. Then I have this blush palette by BH Cosmetics and I also really like this one. I have my Kat Von D Shade and Light, going to keep this. I have an Essence face palette that I'm going to keep. Then I have this Estee Lauder little palette, going to keep this. I have one more Essence palette, this time for the brows, going to keep this. Then I have 3 of these contour things by Rimmel. Also really like these. I have this bronzer by Technique. Also really like this one. Then I have this brow palette by BH Cosmetics. Really like this. I also have this W7 Trio. Really like this one as well. I have a Technique blush palette that I really like. I have another little Technique palette that I also really like. I have my NYX contour kit that I really like. I have this lip tattoo that I have never used. This is so old. I don't even know if it works anymore. I'm going to keep this. And finally, I have this lip gloss palette by BH Cosmetics. I'm going to keep this just because it has some fun blues and greens. So now it looks something like so. Okay, so in my second to last drawer I have all my false eyelashes and some tools. So I have my Sugar Mora eyelash curler. This is my most favorite eyelash curler of all time. I also have one by BH Cosmetics and I have one by e.l.f. and whoa. Ooh, I have one by W7. Going to keep all of these. Then I have this little thing that you're supposed to put on your nose to make your nose smaller. I'm going to keep this just for fun. I also have my Tweezerman tweezers that I use for my eyebrows and also to put on my lashes sometimes. This is actually just an extra little pad for my e.l.f. eyelash curler. Then I have two of these eyelash applicators. And actually I don't need two. So I'm going to keep the one from BH Cosmetics and I'm going to get rid of the other one. Then I have this tape that I use when I want a really sharp eyeshadow look. And then these two are false eyelash adhesives. Then over here I have the Shine Erasers by e.l.f. So these are basically just blotting papers. And I am going to keep these. Then I have this little sponge that what am I going to do with this? I am going to keep this. Then I have two other, this one is a powder puff and this one is a sponge. I'm going to get rid of this one and then I'm going to keep this one. And then the rest of the things in here are basically just pencil sharpeners for my lip liners and eyeliners. So now for the eyelashes. I have my Adele Wispies in brown. Really like these. I have the e.l.f. Natural Lashes also in brown. I'm going to keep these. I have my House of Lashes Iconic, one of my favorite pairs of false lashes ever. Going to keep these. I have the dupe version by Coco Lashes. These are called Goddess. I'm going to keep these. I have these Technique lashes that I also really like. Then I have the e.l.f. Dramatic Eyelashes. These are okay. Going to keep these. I have my Primark Sultry Lashes that I use all the time. Then I have these paper eyelashes. And I am going to get rid of these because I have had these for well over a year and I am never going to use these, so I'm going to get rid of them. Then I have these lashes by W7. I'm going to keep them even though they are a bit dramatic. I also have these ones by Revlon. I really like these. And I have these ones by MAC that I'm also going to keep. Then I have these ones by Creme. I'm going to get rid of these. I never used them. Then these little boxes, they're just empty. I use these when I travel. I put my fake lashes in here. Then I have my Adele Wispies in black. And as you can see, these are pretty worn out. I will probably be that bitch and try and use these again. But I mean, these have been used a lot. Then this is a little guide that I got with my House of Lashes lashes. It will help you like figure out where to cut your lashes to fit your eye shape. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of this because I never use it. Then I have my Velour Curly lashes. These are also pretty used. But I'm going to use them probably a few more times before these are going to be completely dead. Then I have these ones. Whoa! I have these ones by Technique. And I think I'm going to get rid of these ones. I just don't like this style very much. Then I have my Adele Demi Wispies in black. Really like these. I have the e.l.f. Natural Lash Kit. For now I'm going to keep these. I have these eyebrow stencils by e.l.f. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep these. And I also have these eyelashes by Kiss, and these have also been worn a lot. I really like these. I'm going to keep these for now. And finally, for false lashes, I have this stacked pair by MAC. So these are number 36 and number 43. And I'm going to keep these. I think I can use them maybe again, I hope. And then in the back here, I just have my makeup pouch that I use for my makeup when I go traveling and I don't want to bring too much makeup. This one is by Gosh. And I have my brush roll where I keep all my brushes when I travel. And then I have this little thing from Smashbox. I also use this for makeup. So that is how I choose to organize my false lashes. And finally, for the very last drawer, we are not going to go through this because in here all I have are all the things I already decluttered, plus this MAC bag where I have all my, the MAC bag where I have all my empty packaging from MAC, so I can use this when I do the back to MAC thing. Okay, so here we have all the eye products that I'm getting rid of. There are not as many as there were when I was done doing my face makeup, but I still think it's a pretty decent amount. And I definitely got rid of some mascaras and some eyeliners that definitely just need to die by now. So yeah, most of these things I will have to just throw out because they're just not sanitary. But things like the eyeshadow palettes and the false eyelashes, I can definitely include these in my giveaway. So yeah, look out for my giveaway. I will try and get it up as soon as possible. And I wanted to thank you guys for leaving such good feedback on this little series. I'm really happy that you liked it. And I'm really happy that I got to declutter and organize my makeup, because I keep my makeup pretty organized, but sometimes it just kind of gets out of hand. So anyways, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I will see you guys in my next video where you will probably see my face again. So until then, take care and bye bye.